All right, Sean, let's start with first down. The Huskers lost the game, but perhaps gained some respect nationally. They played the Badgers tough. They went toe-to-toe with Wisconsin.
Yeah, there were a lot of critics out there about Nebraska and just what kind of team this was. But I think the way they played here in Madison showed that they can get in the ring with a heavyweight fighter and go blow for blow with maybe one of the more battle-tested teams in college football. They didn't win, but you're right. I think Nebraska gains a lot of respect going forward, and no doubt, I mean, a team that can still win the Big Ten West.
Second down, Jordan Westerkamp returns after missing a couple game with a back injury, and he comes back with 3 catches, 62 yards, and played through an ankle injury he suffered early in the game.
You know, Nebraska early on in this game got down 7-0, and they needed a play on offense. And Jordan Westerkamp delivers a play, hurts his ankle, though, being tackled out of balance on that play. But just his presence, he came up with every time he touched the ball. It was really a big play. You would have liked to have seen him get a better opportunity in overtime. I think he's a guy that I would have just tried to get it to. They did, and he just fell down or got pushed down on that play, and still his presence down this stretch of this season now will be huge.
Tough non-call on third down for Jordan. Speaking of third down, Nathan Gary, he is playing some of his best football, and people are noticing.
Yeah, you go on these pro football websites, they've been talking about what he's done this year. Well, I think we saw exactly what those pro guys are seeing. 2 humongous interceptions, lights out open field tackling. He really played maybe the best game of his career. He's playing his best football of his career, there's no question. And if he's not a first-team All Big Ten safety, Andy, I don't know what one is right now.
Yeah. Fourth down, let's look at the big picture. They're going to need Nate Gary. They're going to need Jordan Westerkamp. They're going to need Tommy Armstrong. They go to the Horseshoe to play Ohio State.
Yeah, since I've been covering Nebraska, I can't remember too many tougher road stretches. There was a Michigan-Penn State stretch. I think Nebraska did that one twice early on in their years in the Big Ten. But this stretch going on the road, back-to-back night games in huge venues. We're going to find out a lot about this team, but there's no doubt they're right there in the thick of things in the West. And there's no guarantee that Wisconsin beats Minnesota or Northwestern. They still have a couple tough games. So Nebraska can't lick their wounds too much because they can still very much be that team in Indianapolis, and I think they proved they've got the ability to get there if they play like this again.
It will be another interesting road trip. Next Saturday, the Huskers go on the road to play Ohio State in Columbus. It's a game that you can watch right here on KETV.